What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. Okay, well, Riftwatchers is now on the QA server, and we can see all of the cards available and all of their stats, which is very, very exciting. So I wanted to do a deep dive into each of the splinters, and I don't know if I'm going to do just one splinter this video, but I'm not going to do all of them because there's 7 here, including neutral. And so we'll see how far I get. Again, I don't want these videos to be like super long. So if we do one, maybe we'll do 2, and then obviously we'll see from there. But to start with, and we're just going to follow along the element list right here. So to start with, we're going to go with fire and see what we have. So we'll go ahead and skip Skargo, which is the epic card, but we'll start from the bottom anyway and look at the 2 commons here. So we have Ash Mirage and Septic Slime. Now I'm going to have to click into each of these so that we can get the stats at each level. So at level 1, this thing is actually a very interesting card because, again, it has headwinds at level 1. So all the people complaining about Jotun, here is just another nerf on Jotun. And to make it even better, as soon as you get into gold, all of a sudden you have reflection shield. So not only do you have someone that is reducing one of the buffs that Jotun has, it is going to reduce the second buff that Jotun has. So Ash Mirage, I think, is going to be a highly sought after card, especially in modern, because if you're playing, if you can play fire, then you're most likely going to go against Jotun. And I think that this card could potentially be an interesting one to see. I don't know how it might do well with Yasik, right? Because think about that speed, think about the pierce. So now all of a sudden you're going to put this with Yasik to go up against all of the players who have Jotun. And I just feel like Jotun, not that Jotun's value is going to drop by any means, but Jotun definitely has some good balancing that's happening out there right now. So in all throughout bronze and silver, you are going to get this headwinds ability, and then in silver you do get the 3rd damage as well as some extra health. In gold, you're going to get the reflection shield as well as some increased health and speed. So the max for gold is level 8, and then at the highest levels, you're going to get 4 damage. And keep in mind, you pair this guy with Yasik, all of a sudden he's a speed of 8, doing 4 damage, pierce with headwinds and reflection shield. So, I feel like this card will be played a lot, which means that your opponent may just play it as well. So you might nerf each other just a little bit, but still, this is a really cool card. And I think it's going to complement the meta very nicely. All right, let's go over to Septic Slime. This is an 8 mana card. Now, remember that all sets, I believe, have 2 commons and 2 rares, or all elements, I should say. So both of these, this is a fat set. I mean, look at the like the summoner might be the cheapest card here. Look at 7, 8, 10, 6. Oh man. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. So let's go into Septic Slime. And here you have the stun ability. And if you heard Matt during one of the town halls, or I think it was the last town hall, where he was saying that stun is needed much more in the lower levels. So I believe we're going to see stun across all of the splinters. So here is your stun on a common card at level 1. Now this thing is super slow. It does pair nicely with Tarsa, because you get that +1 melee damage, and you can use him in reverse speed rule sets. But as a tank, decent, doesn't do much, but you get the stun there, which could be nice. Now, where does this thing get really sexy? In gold. And I know I skipped over silver. You get an extra damage in silver. Woohoo. But in gold, now all of a sudden you get a self-healing tank, which is awesome. A self-healing tank with stun, 3 damage, and then the final level here for a maxed out copy is going to add in snare and give you a little extra health. So 2 very viable tanks that I'm already liking. Sorry, not tanks, but 2 viable common cards that I'm liking. Now, we did see Tinder Block in the last town hall, I believe, and this is a card that just looks absolutely insane. I cannot believe it's a rare card, because it has Last Stand on its own, which is kind of crazy. You pair this guy with someone like Yasik, for example, and all of a sudden, he's super fast, doing like 6 pierce damage or 5 pierce damage and has close range. It's even at the lowest levels. I think this is going to be a fun one to play. Now you get into silver, and here's where we get some more of the debuff meta that I really like, because now fire finally has at least a modern version of silence. And I'm not sure if there's I don't know if one of the fiends gives silence. I think it's the death fiend. So I don't think it's I don't believe it's the fire fiend. So you get silence here in silver, which is really nice because these debuffs are great to have at lower levels. And then let's see, in gold, what do you get? You don't get much in gold. In silver, that's all you really need. You just get 2 extra health in gold, and then you do get death blow in wow, this is crazy. So you get death blow in diamond plus. And just imagine Death Blow with Last Stand. I mean, you could be doing, like, this is another anti-Kron card if you think about it. Because with Death Blow here and Last Stand, at the highest level, for example, you're going to be doing 4 damage. So that's going to, I believe that's going to increase to 6 damage. And then Death Blow means that you're doing 12 overall. So, okay, maybe not Kron, but I mean, Kron can't recover from that. It's just a matter of can you outlast Kron before Kron takes you out. But, yeah, another fun card. All right, here's the other rare card that we have for fire. Now, this is going to be another stunner, pun intended. You get stun at level 1. And then, is this the new Fury ability? There it is. We see it. I wonder if we're going to get one for each splinter. So the Technowizzologist, 6 mana, does 2 damage, 2 speed. So again, at the lowest, at bronze, it's okay. I mean, it's good for a stun monster, especially with the knockout rule set that seems to be very prevalent. In silver, though, you do get that Fury ability, and I think this is where it's going to become really important. Now, fire doesn't have crazy high mana monsters, but taunt monsters, I think, but we will see some taunt monsters in the rest of the set. And then in gold, you're going to get that 3rd damage, which is really nice. Again, that 3rd damage is important in gold because whenever you're attacking a taunt monster, let's see what they have here. This monster does double damage to targets with the taunt ability. Okay, so now all of a sudden you're doing 6 damage instead of 4. And then at the highest levels, you get camouflage, which means he is invisible in that back line. Cool. All right. Skargo, I mean, there's not much here. Obviously, it's just with the only thing you need to know is you're going to need 46 of these to have a fully maxed out copy. And that is not, there will not be enough. It just doesn't seem like it with the appetite that's there for Riftwatchers. And then finally, the legendary card is Mordius. And I'm already liking this card at level 1. Holy crap. Look at this. 7 mana. Okay, just picture this at level 1, okay? 7 mana, opportunity, 5 melee damage, only 4 health. So that is a little bit troubling, but it could be great in equalizer rule sets. But where am I getting at here? Opportunity with Yasik, because now all of a sudden you're doing 5 damage with 4 speed. So increased speed from Yasik. Now in silver, you get an additional damage. And then in gold, you get the addition of stun. So stun is just everywhere. It seems like I feel like there were monsters at all levels. Yeah, there were monsters at all levels for fire that all got the stun ability. And then this is where I guess the Yasik nerf somewhat happens because you get that 7th damage, but they also get pierce, which could be interesting to play, with someone like Tarsa, for example. But then you don't get that added speed. You'd have to add that in for or with other monsters. But overall, the fire set is looking really, really tight. Oh man. So I'm really excited for Yasik as it is. And I think a lot of these cards are going to complement Yasik very well. Ash Mirage already, I think is going to be a great card here. Just, it's going to be such a control card. And then Septic Slime makes for a great tank, especially if you play in gold and above. Technowizzologist we looked at. This is another. Tinder Block. I don't even know. I hope this card is as good as I'm thinking that it's going to be, and I cannot believe that it's a rare card. But there we have it. And then Mordius is going to be fun as an opportunity monster that is just wreaking havoc from the back line. So lots of fun stuff on the Fire Splinter. You know what? I decided I'm going to keep these videos short because if I keep going, there's just going to be too much. So I apologize for all the extra videos, but hopefully these can stay focused on the specific splinters, and then people can kind of pick and choose which ones they want to watch. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if there's any cards specifically that you are enjoying, or that you're, sorry, not enjoying, but excited to play. But overall, this is going to be a great time, guys. I'm super pumped. All right, have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Talk soon.